Think I'm bad, that's cool. I like it, the growth, the light.
Welcome to our coverage of the NBA All-Star Game with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Harlan.
And guys, this really sets up to be an incredible night in terms of excitement from the coaches to the players to us here in the booth. I mean, this is such a fantastic event to be a part of.
Guys, it really is the greatest All-Star game in all the sports, in my opinion. We have the best players in the NBA at the peak of their power. I mean, I can't wait to see what this year's game has in store for us.
Now we'll look at the West All-Stars starting lineup. They've got Garland. Antetokounmpo is out there with Jokic. Then there's Doncic, and it's Tatum in at the small forward. Garland with the bucket.
And no player in the league has done more to earn his spot in this game than he has. I mean, he's having a terrific season.
He sure is. Excellence on a consistent basis for him. I mean, he's been their rock all year.
And fans and celebrities alike have descended on this town for All-Star Week. There's been a bunch of fun events going on all over the place.
And Greg, it's like that every year. I mean, no matter what city is hosting, it becomes a mecca for everyone who wants to take in one of the greatest scenes in all of sports. Not only to watch the best players, but to be seen by the other stars in the crowd.
Ball with the bucket.
And this game literally has been wide open as it gets.
Yeah, both teams completely neglecting their defensive duties.
Now, here's Doncic. Here's the pass to Jokic. Over LeBron. Jokic, no good.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Hill against Jokic. A fader. The East All-Stars tack on two more.
Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an All-Star Game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star Week.
Now, here's Doncic. Up and in on the layup. Doncic has got 5 now.
Well, let's say the defense being played here tonight might be a bit on the soft side from both teams.
Well, I know you're not surprised, are you? I mean, fast and loose is the way this game should be played.
I love this event so much because it combines the world-class ability of these players with the freedom of the playground.
Yep, it's the greatest and certainly the most fun pickup game these players will ever play in.
Yeah, that kind of D, pretty typical in this event. Second half may be a different story, but the first half, it's pretty soft.
Now, here is Hill. 10 points for him. Hits the three-point bomb.
Not much in the way of defense being played here early on.
Well, you know how it works. I mean, both teams will be conserving their energy at the defensive end until later on. That's typically how this thing unfolds.
So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars. Some changes here for the East. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Paul George. And it's Devin Booker in for Ball. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. And he makes that one.
Improving as a playmaker, Giannis knows this is the next step in him becoming an even greater player.
Hill looking around from deep. James. And it's Jokic with the rebound. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the West All-Stars. They trail by 1.
Phenomenal work on defense. James using his athleticism to make a statement with that.
And it's out of bounds. Nice touch by Doncic.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
And the basket by Hill.
5 of 5 to start. I think he's in the zone.
I think they've got to consider throwing a few different looks his way early on, especially if he keeps shooting like this.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
Tatum against Hill. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
Boy, that's a winning basketball play right there. Hustle hard.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to talk with J.B. Bickerstaff for a minute. Now, he was modest. He thinks the success he's had as a coach is because of the players he's gotten to work with this season. He said, "I'm surrounded by talent. Guys who actually have to go out there on the court and get it done deserve the respect." And, Kevin, this is why so many of his players respect him.
All right, thank you, David. Here's Doncic. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Garland. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Jokic, and Jokic slings it in.
Hey, defenders already have a lot to worry about with Tatum scoring. But he's making passes like that, too. Watch out.
Booker's shot is good.
So they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Antetokounmpo finds Garland. Inside, here's Jokic. Great D that time from James. The East leading by 4. Hill up top, guarded by Tatum. Jokic with the steal. Tatum against Hill. And stolen by Booker. Outside Hill. Booker outside. Good, the assist goes to Hill. Booker's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the East All-Stars. And stolen by Booker. Outside Hill. Outside Curry. And another 3 from the East.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Offensive rebound. Count that bucket. Jokic has got 6.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots in close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here. All-Stars with some changes. Anthony Davis is checked in for LeBron. Paul George comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Mitchell in for Devin Booker. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Towns, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Leonard comes in for Jason Tatum. And James Harden subbed in for Garland. Now Mitchell, after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. And it's Hill. That time the assist by Mitchell. 17 points for Hill.
You got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
And here's Doncic from the arc. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
With the fadeaway, the East All-Stars tack on 2 more.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here's Doncic. After the basket by the East All-Stars on the other end. Fires the 3, and the West hit again from deep.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Good on the triple.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
When that happens, you simply just hope they start cooling off.
Now Hill shoots over Leonard. The East All-Stars tack on 2 more.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
And so it's the East All-Stars holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And the three-point shot has been big for them. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your youth dance squad.
Back with you again on the most entertaining night on the NBA calendar. 1 quarter down and 3 to play in the All-Star game.
And guys, we've already seen some unbelievable action here tonight.
And there will be
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, and that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
He's now matched his three-point total from the first quarter here in the second period. 4 in the game already for him.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And Antetokounmpo is so long. I mean, he stretches forever, covers a ton of ground.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game.
Tatum against Hill. The kick out to Young. Good, the assist goes to Hill. Hill's got his 8th assist here tonight.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Some nice passing here by the West. 6 on the shot clock, and it's sent back by PD.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Morant kicks to Tatum. To the inside, and to Antetokounmpo.
Superb initiative from Antetokounmpo. I mean, that may be something we overlook, but being able to take that initiative allows him to be a real menace when he's rolling to the rim after a pick.
And that's a nice exchange between teammates there. I mean, they really work well together, whether it's All-Star Week or the regular season.
You know, really pretty fresh they get to share this stage together tonight. I mean, they've both helped each other to get here, and now they're going to keep helping each other.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And at about 230 pounds, Leonard is a well-built specimen, can absorb defenders like it's nothing.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the East All-Stars.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great, not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
And they've also been effective from beyond the arc tonight. And if that continues, guys, it can really open up the rest of their offense.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
Hits it from three-point range.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Timeout called here by the East. They're going to talk it over. And the East with some changes. James checked in for Joel Embiid. DeRozan comes in for Kevin Durant. And Curry subbed in for Young. To the middle, and finished off by Morant.
And how about that display of athleticism by Morant, flying up in the air for the jam.
Hill inside, guarded by Tatum. The three-pointer is right on target. Curry's got 9 points.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Pass to Leonard. Outside Tatum. That ball. Nice feed that time from Leonard. Tatum's got his second basket of the night.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
The East All-Stars shooting their first free throws of the game.
The thing about LeBron's career, no matter where he's gone, he has impacted winning at the highest level. Remarkable.
Tatum against Hill. Tatum passes to Morant. Back to Tatum. Out to Morant. And the West hit again from deep.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
And Curry has it in the corner. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. 12 points for him.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
And stolen by LeBron. Oh, the lob to DeRozan. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Curry with the steal. And here's the fast break. LeBron leading the way. And he banks in the layup.
The defense knows they got to throw everything at James inside, but he still manages to power through it.
Outside Garland. Pass to Leonard. Antetokounmpo trying to break loose, and it's Leonard missing.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
2 minutes remaining.
It's Hill on the wing. Started by Morant, and the basket by Hill.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
Now a timeout call by the West. And so Garland will bring it up for the West All-Stars. They've got Paul George. LeBron James is out there with Hill. Then it's Ball, and it's Curry in at the point. And that's the group for J.B. Bickerstaff as we begin the second half.
Look at Luka playing hard, which is always the way he goes. Hits a foul, but keeps pushing and takes his shot, playing through contact.
Curry looking it over. The kick out to Hill. LeBron a screen on Tatum. Floats it up for James. And the basket by Hill. Hill's got 31.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Tatum on the wing. Kept alive. And so it looks like it'll be still with the West All-Stars. Here's Doncic. Jokic trying to free himself up. And it's Doncic. That time on the assist by Giannis. Here's Hill. The East All-Stars tack on 2 more.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
I love that mid-range shot. It's definitely giving the defender something extra to think about.
Jokic with a screen on Curry. Down low. And close. And it's the East with the rebound.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And another 3 from the East.
So far, so good to begin this half. They're 3 for 3. Perfect.
Doncic against Ball. Passes it to Giannis. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got 5 assists in the game.
And Giannis understands this is part of the game he's got to work on. The key for him is shooting threes with confidence and selectively. This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
The pass to Jokic. Lets it go from deep. Trains the three-pointer. Jokic has got 11 points.
You know, when Jokic is this well-positioned, he's deadly. Making the catch and shoot look seamless.
And he's good on the 3-ball.
And it looks to me like he still has some of the shooting touch that he displayed in the first.
Curry against Garland. Giannis dishes to Garland. That shot off the mark. Curry with the defensive effort. Now here is Hill. He's got 36. Outside Curry. Doncic with the steal. Antetokounmpo with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Some nice passing here by the West. A baseline J, and it's sent back by Hill. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hill. Embiid, he's checked in for the East. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. The wide open look here for Garland. Buries the long-range jumper. Garland's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's Hill. George trying to break free. The East All-Stars tack on 2 more.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
They keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
Doncic passes to Jokic. Shot clock at 6. Here's Antetokounmpo. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Garland's got 5 assists tonight.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
The shot's good. Hill's got 40 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Nailed from 3-point land. Garland's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the West All-Stars. Hill kicks to Curry. And the 3 off target. Garland against Embiid. Back to Jokic. And it's the East with the rebound. Hill's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark. And that's getting it done from deep. That's what the All-Star game gives you, the freedom to show your full range.
You know, taking that shot in a regular season game might get you a spot on the bench, but here, it gets you a standing O.
Just creating havoc for the opponents the last few games.
Well, he's done it again right there on the offensive glass. I mean, it's a great stretch that he's having here, and boy, I really admire his energy.
And they double up MP. Ball from long range. And another 3 from the East.
Ball showing a lot of effervescence on the offensive end, and it's probably infectious for the rest of his squad.
Now the East All-Stars with it. Hill up top. Guarded by Doncic. The kick out to Ball. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Ball's got 6 in the quarter.
You know, if LaMelo shoots it at a high clip from deep, man, oh man, I don't know how anybody's going to guard it.
Jokic with the screen on Ball. 3-pointer. And they'll get another chance. Jokic high post. Curry meets him. And that one's good, Jokic.
Guys, they're just getting outworked. I mean, plain and simple. It's got to be more of a collective effort to secure that backboard.
Yeah, and when you take a look at the stat sheet, they've got to do something to cut down on these second chance points. Box out and get to the defensive board.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Giannis sets a screen for Doncic. No good that time. The East All-Stars go the other way with it. Hill has the open look. And another three from the east.
And until he cools off, I'd keep the ball in his hand.
Tatum wide open. He fires one. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Connects from three-point range. Hill's got 52 points.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Doncic finds Antetokounmpo. Ball against Doncic. Here's the three. And the West hit again from deep.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Out of bounds, it'll be the West All-Stars ball. And the East with some changes. Anthony Davis is checked in for Paul George. Booker comes in for Curry. And Trae Young subbed in for Ball. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Towns, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Tatum. James Harden, he's checked in for Garland. And it's John Morant in for Luka Doncic.
High percentage look that time from Anthony Davis, and that's one he rarely misses.
And the basket by Harden.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
Here's Hill. The East All-Stars check on two more.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. East All-Stars ahead, just dominating this one. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Well, we're back on a night that's always a highlight of any NBA season. We're live from the All-Star Game.
And, you know, you always look forward to this game, and this one certainly has lived up to the billing so far.
There is not another show in sports quite like the NBA All-Star Game, is there?
On the floor for the West All-Stars, we've got Ball. Downs is out there, Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Thompson, and it's Edwards in at the shooting guard position. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over. So it's the East All-Stars winning this one easily.
And guys, while the result and the bragging rights go to the East, this was truly a night that belonged to the fans. I mean, it was another great showcase of the world-class talent across the NBA.
It seems to get better and better every year, doesn't it, Greg? Huh? So fun to watch. It was certainly a fun evening. We thank all of you for joining us and watching with us. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll see you again next time